Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome to my channel, La Bricoleuse, where I share tips and tricks from over 25 years working as a costume craftsperson. This is one of the most common questions that comes up in professional costume forums. Somebody gets the money to buy a dye vat for a costume studio. What vendors sell those? It's incredible how many costume shops at all levels of production have substandard dye facilities.
With dyers making do using hot plates, soup tureens, domestic stovetops, and the like. An industrial dye vat is a substantial financial investment, but it'll make your life way easier. I wasn't around when these were purchased and installed here at Playmakers Repertory Company.
And none of the previous shops I've worked at have bought new dye vats while I was there. So unfortunately, I can't make a first-hand vendor endorsement or caveat emptor. However, I have some general thoughts on dye vat purchasing and installation and can point you in the right directions. Most dye vats in costume shop dye facilities are actually repurposed food service equipment. Soup kettles, candy factory vats, etc., and can be purchased from a restaurant supplier in your area. They come in several sizes for a range of different setups: gas heat, electric heat, steam jacketed, mounted on agitators, you name it.
What are some brand names to look for? Manufacturers of these kettles include Groen, Hubert, Dover, Hamilton, Vulcan, and Lee. My studio's two vats are both made by Groen. How do you choose which make and model to buy?
Consider your space and your requirements. Make sure you have enough floor space for the vat, but also access to necessary plumbing and wiring. You need a nearby water spigot and drainage trough.
Our vats have faucets mounted to swing out over the vat chambers, and drainage pipes that expel spent dye baths into a floor trough.
If you have a sink in the same room, you could get a detachable hose for the faucet and run it over to the vat. The drainage shunt could be rigged to a longer pipe configuration too, if you need to be able to drain it into a trough several feet away from the vat. You will need ventilation as well.
We have extraction vents over the vats that pull vapors off the top of the bath, and large nearby windows that can open when the weather is temperate. Also, our vats have their own special breaker boxes, so you'll need to check with your building superintendent about wiring and electrical load requirements. How big a vat do you need? This studio has 20-gallon and 60-gallon vats, but you can get 40-gallon and 80-gallon capacities as well.
If I were fitting out a new shop and I could only get one vat, I'd get the 60-gallon, provided it would fit in my space. The 20-gallon is convenient for smaller jobs, but I could make do with a large stew pot on the range if I had to. I would choose a steam-jacketed vat over an element-heated vat because it allows the dye bath to heat up at a uniform rate, instead of being warmer near the element at the bottom and cooler near the top of the bath.
Don't forget about accessories to go with the vat. You'll need a large wooden paddle for stirring dye baths, some pairs of thermoprene gloves and splash-proof goggles or a face shield, and a large scrubbing brush for cleaning the walls of the vat chamber. If you plan to use the vat for color removal or other toxic processes, you'll want a fit-tested half-face respirator with the appropriate protective cartridges, too.
Now you're ready to shop for your new dye vat. I hope this video has been helpful as a starting point for determining what works in your space and fits your needs.